Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 17 in the NKJV for May the 17th, 2023. Better is a dry morsel with quietness than a house full of feasting with strife. A wise servant will rule over a son who causes shame and will share in the inheritance among the brothers. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the hearts. An evildoer gives heed to false lips, a liar listens eagerly to a spiteful tongue. He who mocks the poor reproaches his maker. He who is glad at calamity will not go unpunished. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of their children is their father. Excellent speech is not becoming to a fool, much less lying lips to a prince. A present is a precious stone in the eyes of its possessor. Wherever he turns, he prospers. He who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates friends. Rebuke is more effective for a wise man than 100 blows on a fool. An evil man seeks only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger will be sent against him. Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs, rather than a fool in his folly. Whoever rewards evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. The beginning of strife is like releasing of water, therefore stop contention before a quarrel starts. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the just, both of them alike are an abomination to the Lord. Why is there in the hand of a fool the purchase price of wisdom, since he has no heart for it? A friend loves at all times, and a brother's born for adversity. A man devoid of understanding shakes hands in a pledge and becomes surety for his friends. He who loves transgression loves strife, and he who exalts his gate seeks destruction. He who has a deceitful heart finds no good, and he who has a perverse tongue falls into evil. He who begets a scoffer does so to his sorrow, and the heart of a fool has no joy. The father of a fool has no joy. A merry heart does good, like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. A wicked man accepts a bribe behind the back to pervert the ways of justice. Wisdom is in the sight of him who has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are on the ends of the earth. A foolish son is grief to his father and bitterness to her who bore him. Also, to punish righteous is not good, nor to strike princes for their uprightness. He who has knowledge spares words, and a man of understanding is of a calm spirit. Even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. When he shuts his lips, he's considered perceptive. Yeah. Anybody can appear smart until they open their mouth, and then even a smart person can look like a fool for what they say. So, spare your words. Keep calm. Go low, go slow. Think it through. Oh, I know I look like a wreck today. That's what it is. This ain't a makeup channel, So, worked on a chicken tractor today, and I don't know, pretty happy with how that came out. I would say it's plenty secure for the evening. I'm going to do a little more, get them some fresh water, keep working on it. But right now, I've got to make sure everybody's fed, in bed, that kind of thing. So, oh man, better is a dry morsel with quietness than a house full of feasting with strife. Yeah, man. Doesn't pay to be rich and have a nice house if you just got problems. You know what I mean? An angry household, spouse or otherwise, makes for stupid issues, and no peace. So consider your actions so you can have quietness. The Lord tests hearts. So just like I talked about yesterday, we can even do something that appears good, but do it for a bad purpose. But the Lord can see right through that. Lord knows what we're up to, where our heart is, what our mind is thinking. These are several sayings in this chapter. This is definitely part of just kind of like wisdom being given, to a son or to a child. I like this, though. Children's children are the crown of old men. Grandchildren are the crown of old men. And the glory of children is their father. So, me being an adult, having a righteous dad in his older age, not an old guy, but older than me, obviously. Um, Having somebody that I can point to and be proud of, like that's the glory for me. The glory of children is their father. So, and me raising up little guys the way that they should go, and him getting to see that and participate in that is part of the crown that he gets for living a good life and being diligent, and so excellent speech and not becoming to a fool. This is kind of like the one where it's like a proverb in a fool's hand. It's like a thorny branch, being waved about by a drunk guy. And he who covers a transgression seeks love. Man, you don't always have to call people out, embarrass them, get them justified. Sometimes it's better to just not cover it up in the way of like lying and stuff, but you don't need to highlight it. You can fix it. You just move on. Just move on. But if you repeat it, if if you're going to keep calling it out or making fun of somebody for a mistake, like it says, it separates friends. Not only are you going to lose that friend, people are going to see that and be like, "Ooh, I don't want to be around that person. I don't want to ever mess up in front of them. So I can't be close to them." And yeah, raise wise kids, because rebuke is more effective for a wise man than 100 blows on a fool. This just speaks like witness kind of stuff, right? Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs rather than a fool in his folly. Catching people doing some dirty stuff, you might be part of that dirty stuff, as in like not included, but excluded, so you can't talk. So stay away from them fools, man. Again, with the dam metaphor, the beginning of strife is like the releasing of water. Therefore, stop contention before a quarrel starts and water's released and the dam is broken, and then there's a flood, and then you've got to fix the dam and the flood, and nothing's going to be the same again. Nothing's going to be the same again. So get away from strife. Try to avoid it, man. This chapter, what is it, 1717, right? Yeah. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Sorry, just trying to move through and see if there's anything that I wanted to cover in particular. He who begets a scoffer does so to his sorrow, and the father of a fool has no joy. Please, please let my boys not fit this description. Please let me raise wise little God-fearing gentlemen. Please. Doing my absolute best. Don't accept bribes. That's like the uneven scales or showing favoritism. Just don't accept bribes. It's just going to be way easier. Again, way less trouble. Don't get caught up in somebody's nonsense because you got a bribe. So, coming right back to spare your words, be calm, be quiet, choose your words. With that, I know it's getting dark. I'm going to go inside. Got the new Zelda game. Very excited. Very excited, but less excited than the kids are. So, I know they can't wait to play. And, sorry, watching a chicken. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for me tonight. So, thanks anybody who happens to watch this. And if you're all the way at the end, sorry for all the ums and ahs. I know it's not an exciting one. I'm just kind of worn out, man. This building stuff, designing stuff, it's fun, but man, I think maybe I cut that a little wrong. Might have to do a little adjustments. We'll see soon. Be blessed.